I thought my neighbor was just strict with her maid until I discovered what she was hiding. As I stirred this pot, let me tell you about my neighbor. There was something strange about her house. Every morning you would hear the sound of a little girl sweeping, washing plates, and moving around the compound before everyone else wake up. But one thing always caught my attention. The girl never smiled, not once. She was about 15 or 16 years old, and whenever she saw her madam coming, she would suddenly become nervous. At first, I thought maybe the madam was just a very strict employer, until one evening, I heard the girl crying, not ordinary crying, the kind of crying that makes you wonder what someone has done to a human being. I stepped outside. The woman's voice came from inside. "You will stay there until you tell me where you kept it." The girl kept pleading, "Madam, please, I didn't take it." Then I heard a loud slap. I wanted to intervene, but before I could get to their gate, everything became quiet. The next morning, I saw the girl carrying a bucket. Her eyes were swollen. I asked her quietly, "What happened?" She looked at me and said nothing, ma, but her voice was shaking. I knew something was wrong. A few days later, the woman announced that some money was missing from her room. Immediately, she accused the girl. She searched her clothes, box, and even the little bag her parents had given her. Nothing was found, but the woman still beat her. That night, something happened that made me suspicious. I saw the woman's daughter sneak out of the house. She looked frightened. The following morning, the maid was nowhere to be seen. I asked the woman about her. She casually replied, "I sent her away. She was a thief." Something didn't feel right. 3 days later, the girl returned to the neighborhood with her uncle. And that was when the truth came out. The girl had not stolen anything. The woman's daughter had been taking money from her mother's room. But there was even a bigger secret. The daughter had accidentally destroyed an expensive item in the house. She panicked and blamed the maid, and instead of investigating, the mother believed her daughter without question. But then, the woman's husband discovered something in the daughter's phone. There were messages showing that the daughter had been secretly confessing to her friend about everything she had done. The husband confronted her. The girl broke down. She confessed, and when the mother heard the truth, she couldn't speak. She had spent weeks beating and humiliating an innocent child to protect the child who was actually responsible. But then came the part that broke everyone's heart. The maid's uncle looked at the woman and said, "Do you know why her parents sent her here?" The woman said nothing. He continued, "They borrowed money to send her here because they believed she would be safe with you." The girl had been telling her parents everything was fine because she was afraid if she complained, her madam would send her away and her parents would lose the little income they depend on. That day, I realized something. Sometimes the people who call house help are somebody's precious child, somebody's sister, somebody's niece, somebody's entire hope for a better future. If you cannot treat them with kindness, don't bring them into your home. And if you employ someone's child, remember this: you are not buying a human being, you are giving someone a job. Pay them fairly, feed them properly, correct them without cruelty, and most importantly, protect them the way you would want someone to protect your own child. Because one day your own child may leave your house and depend on the kindness of a stranger. What you teach your child about how to treat the vulnerable may one day determine how someone treats your own child. Never mistake someone's poverty or job position for permission to treat them badly. A maid is someone's child too. Treat people with the same kindness and dignity you would want for your own child. Thank you for watching. See you on my next vlog. Bye.